Guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another DIY project. Today we're not working on the Alpha. Today we're working on the Ferrari 458. We're gonna make it sound better. All right, guys, cold start on the 458. All right, so as I promised, we're going to take the Ferrari 458 and make it sound a little bit better. Now, we're not going to touch the stock exhaust yet, but what we're going to do is put the Forza exhaust bypass valve controller on. Ended up getting this off of Normal Supercar Guys YouTube channel, which will link you to their website to purchase this. Dan and those guys they're great people over there, very knowledgeable. I'll link his channel and website below. Super cool guys. All right, so this right here is going to plug in. So it's just a direct plug and play into the Ferrari 458 in the back. Hopefully we don't have to take the bumper off and all that. I don't think we will. It comes with two remotes, and these remotes will open, close valves, go back to normal stock way that the system does it or what have you. I got the cables. This is a Super Duty 3M dual lock channel Velcro system. So we'll find a place to mount that and put this on. I have changed from the instructions. I've changed it to where instead of it opening up as normal, it's going to open up with the valves open, and then I can close them if I want. So I've got my instructions. I'll go online and look at them a little better because I'm getting old and I need to be able to see the print a little better. The cables and all that, it all came in this one little box here, and should be pretty simple to hopefully put in. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come here, and for the videos I've seen, we're going to just take the rear diffuser off here, and that's it. And then everything else will be done up top. So this piece here, we're not taking off. We're just gonna get the rear diffuser off. I'm gonna get all these bolts off. I think these are 10s. And then we got some Torx here, 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 and here. And then this panel just lay down and we'll move it up to the front. Then we'll bring the car down and get in the engine bay itself. The rear diffuser off. Really, this car is in super good shape. I mean, I don't see any oil leak or transmission leaks or anything. I haven't taken this panel off, and I'm not really today, and the car's been serviced, but man, it's looking really good up underneath here. So we had, for these bolts here, these were 10 millimeters here, right? Yeah, they were, if I can get it to focus, 10 millimeters here. And then I was wrong, they're not Torx, they're basically just Allen bits or whatever, and they are 4 millimeter, if it can focus, 4 millimeter Allens here. So that was it, and everything just came completely off. So very simple, very easy to do. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the car down on the ground, and we're gonna pop the rear and then start to take the airbox off. All right, guys, so the first thing we're gonna do is take the airbox off. I've seen where people have moved these out of the way, but I really don't want to deal with moving the latch. I can if I need to, but I don't want to. So we're gonna get this guy out. I'm missing a bolt. Anyway, we're gonna get this guy out and unscrew it. So there's screws here, here, up underneath, and then these around here, and then we'll move the air filter box out of the car and see at that point if I can just get right down there. As you can see, there they are. So it should be a lot easier, and I can move the air box itself if I need to, if one has to. So we'll see. So first of all, let me just get the top air cover off the box, see where we're at, and then decide what else to take off, and then I'll report right back. All right, I've got the air box out, or the top of the air box, excuse me, here. So it's sitting right here. These are easy bolts to take out. This one's not bad. This one's a little more challenging with all the pipes and stuff that are running, cables and stuff. It's a little difficult, but everything looks nice and clean in here, which is awesome. And of course, this is a brand new filter. It just had its service. So we'll set this down here. All right, so where we're trying to get to is down in here. So I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna take the airbox out. If I get the airbox out, I think that'll help get to this a little easier, and it'll be much easier to handle. So there's some bolts here, and I think those look like 10s in here and here, and then some, I just gotta loosen these rubber ducts here, and then that should allow me to pull this thing out. Now, I will say that the controller for the valves is mounted on the other side of this, so if we fold it up, we should have plenty of room to get everything tucked in and nicely, nice and neat. So I think that's where we're gonna go. So let me get the pan off here, the rest of the airbox off, and then we'll see what's next. All right, guys, this is gonna be kind of difficult. I've got everything's off. All the screws are unbolted on the airbox, but here you can see right here, that's the valve, exhaust valve, and then the other one is right here. And then what I've had to do is you can see one looking right at you. I had to remove just pull back the vacuum lines off of them, so now I can lift the piece, or the airbox itself, sorry about that, lift the airbox off. So I removed the vacuum lines to the valves to start with, and now I'm gonna go back up top, and I'm going to remove the airbox. All right, guys, this has been fun, to say the least. So way down there, you can see the connector here. So I've got both the lines here for the controller, and I've got those plugged in. So I unplugged the ones coming from the harness of the car's harness, and then I plugged it up to the cable for the Forza, and then I plugged the other pigtail onto the valve itself. So basically you're just kind of creating an extension in a way, or what have you. So these are together. Now I'm going to find a place to mount the controller, and also you have to ground it. There it is. And I just got through talking to Forza. It doesn't matter which side of the cable plugs into this. So there's no true left or right that you have to make sure you plug it in. So just know that. It's pretty simple. And so now I got to find a place maybe to tuck this thing in that doesn't necessarily get water in it, because these are not waterproof. I even thought about maybe coming in here and just sticking it to the back of, we'll sit it there for a second, sticking it to the back of here, and I might do that and button everything up. It might be easier to just stick it to the back of the airbox itself. So as you can see, I kind of got it tilted up a little bit, so I'm about ready to set it down. So I just gotta find a place to put the controller. And again, remember, there's no true left or right, so you can plug either one of them in. It doesn't matter. I'll probably go with it like this and say, this is the right and this is the left, just to kind of, for my brain, keep it separated. But it does not matter per Forza that I just got off the phone with. And then I'll start trying to button some of this up and then get it cranked just to hear and see how it sounds and make sure it's working right. So let me figure out where I'm gonna put all the wires and controller and all that, and then I'll get back with you. All right, guys, I've got it mounted onto the airbox, and I've got the airbox just sitting in. I haven't bolted it up yet or anything, but here we go. It's right here. I just used the Velcro strips and put that there, so it'll be easier to get to if I need it to. But it's sitting there, and all I got to do is just bolt this thing down and get the rubber air ducts back on and get those attached. And then I'm going to run this green wire here, which is just the ground. That's the only one out of the 3 wires off this controller you need. And I'm going to put it here when I screw down the bolt, test fire it, see how it sounds, and then really truly get everything buttoned up. All right, guys, everything's installed. I've got the remote with me, so I'm gonna go ahead and crank it up. It should be valves open at start because that's how I jumpered it. All right, that's valves open at start, so we're gonna close the valves. And that's valves closed. We're gonna open it back up. We're gonna close it. And there you have it. It is working excellent, guys. All right, let me get the car wrapped up and then we'll wrap this video up. There you have it, the Forza exhaust valve controller installed. Works perfect. I still have the stock exhaust. I'm not sure if I'm gonna replace it or not. We'll see. I'm possibly starting to work with a exhaust vendor for that, but I'm not gonna say anything until we have some final answers on doing this project together. But I love it. I might replace or might change where the controller's at. I think maybe some water could get to it eventually. And again, this it'll tell you in the instructions, this is not waterproof, so you got to get it to a dry area. But still you have moisture. Anyway, I don't understand why it was never fully waterproof. I'm not sure why they didn't do it that way. So again, I love it. It's easy. I can use the remote. It comes with two of them, so I'll put one away. So I guess the cool thing about it is going to be I'm going to be able to drive it around, keep the valves open when I want to, and then when maybe my wife and I go out on a date and I get her into the Ferrari, then I can just close the valves off. So it cranks up the valves open, stays open until I turn them off with the remote. So until the next video, guys, please like, subscribe, ring the bell. You know that drill, and God bless.